day, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Green 18! Mike to 59.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Easy. 630.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. For the 50. Mike, check. 59. I don't think you got it, son.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Floyd, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Check three. Whip. Throw right. Hey, 88.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll run it with Jones. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He's got Burton here. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Now Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. 22 yards there, a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, down at the 33.
General West.
They'll run it with Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got it. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Now Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. This is caught. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Hey, 626.
First and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now Trubisky on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep, trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former Bear, Adrian Amos.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Running right, Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is. Here on 3rd. Here's Jones. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
You better bring it. You better bring it. Jump out. Right now, you better bring it.
Rodgers now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Hey, Haywood. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. On the return, Jackson. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Hey, switch gears. Hatchet. 6'6", pull it high. 57.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing just about on his own goal line. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Rodgers going to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. This is Jones. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd down, Montgomery. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man. It's Andrews. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw again on 2nd down, Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Look, 319. Oh, yeah. 630. Here we go again. Here we go again.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. So the first play in the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Mike Spot 9, Mike Spot 9. I'm coming for you, Mom. Check 99. Check inside.
From the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
You block over here. Slam. 80 weapon. Tight go. Shift.
On third down, here's Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be fourth down now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Alert. So don't say nothing. Let's go. Mike 51. All day, baby, all day. Alert. Hey, Charlie. 51's the mark.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
First down, Chicago.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Lock in. Bring her, guys.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
51's the mark. Let's set a tone, fella. 51's the mark, boy. 51. Hey, tight. 5. 51, Mike 51. Nice, sweetheart.
Now it's Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, it's Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
He's checking. Crash. On 3. Red. Check 9.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Blake Martinez.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. A second quarter score from KC. It's the Chiefs out to an early lead over the Broncos. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And his throw intercepted by the All-Pro corner, Kyle Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
His guys take over first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Go, go, go.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
It's now second and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up second and 10.
Check your hot wing. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Exit.
Trubisky will throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 48 yards away. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. Now Trubisky to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Trubisky gives to Cohen.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
first down, they go right back to Cohen. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on second down. Trubisky, his throw incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I
would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
64, weak. 88.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. On their own side of the field. Close to the 50, but their own side of the field. They only needed a couple of inches, and they were able to get it done.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a zone blocking team, a man blocking team, gap blocking, whatever you want to call it. When it's in this situation, it's really man on man, isn't it? Who's going to win the battle? And right there we saw it at the point of attack. Find enough yardage to pick up a first down. Give him credit for that one.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We need team. Check 59. 6-man. Check curls.
They run it again with Williams. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Hey, box drop. Here it comes. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Not here. Shift, watch the shift.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back to Lambeau. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On 2nd and a yard, Trubisky, and he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. That is caught by Cohen. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down, Bears.
Trubisky now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards that time.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Bears push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hey, take 26. Hey, wahoo.
Again, it's Williams. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Yeah, Liz. Check 59.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
87's me. 87's me. I'll ball with that. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
88. Christian, traffic. Watch twist.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll keep it on the ground. Williams. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 5.
58's Mike. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. Hey, Steve 6.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
And by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Rodgers. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Under 10, 10, X3, 218, chop it.
On 1st down, it's Cohen. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run forward to Tariq Cohen. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now it's Trubisky. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Chicago.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Bears, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the rough season continues.